Welcome back to the 9th Gym program, and today we're going to be taking a look into Series 9, into the next series, only about 2 weeks away, so yeah, we're going to be looking at Series 9. Series 8's almost over, guys, no more restricteds. Are you happy? Are you sad? I want to know. Go down to the comment section right now and say, hey, I didn't like restricted, it'll be more fun without them, or say, I'm sad I can't use my Kyogre, or whatever, Anyway, first off, before we get into the video, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Into the AM. They're doing, that's where I got this shirt. It's cool. Take it away, sponsored vid Zach. Hey guys, it's sponsored 9th Gym. Look at that. Thanks Into the AM, for sponsoring the video. It really makes a big difference, for the channel. It's a big step in my career. I see it as. But yeah, Into the AM, they got some really cool shirts. Look at this shirt here. Let me stand up and give you the whole tour. Look at this shirt. It's really cool. They got big graphic designs. The ones that they sent me were kind of spacey vibes. I have these other ones. Here, look. So I got this one too. You got a whole space vibe going on. The astronaut jumping down on the moon. It's pretty cool. I think these ones are glow in the dark too, which just adds to the the coolness of them. They're very drippy, in my opinion. I'm gonna go cop some more. The fit is really nice. Like, it's very soft. And I'm kind of a little, a little chubby, so it's kind of hard to find good fitting tees, and these really work, which is really cool. Anyway, let's get back into the video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And don't call me a sellout and stuff, because, alright, you can if you want. Wasn't that nice? Wasn't that nice little sponsor? Thank you to Into the AM one more time. Go down to the description below. I got a link in the description, and it gives you 10% off the whole store, the whole storefront, online storefront, just about. So get yourself some shirts and stuff, and accessories, other clothing, apparel, get it all. Anyway, let's get into the video. So today we're going to be talking about Series 9 stuff. Going back into it, it is very similar. It is going to be Series 7, essentially, so, all of these past, format things that we had in the last format before this, are going to be back, so we're going to have a lot of Colossal, we're going to see a lot of Glastrier, we're going to see a lot of Lando, Thundo, we have Rillaboom, Tapu Fini, all these good Pokemon coming back into the meta in troves, and, no more restricteds, no more Zacian, good riddance to bad trash. I'm just kidding, Zacian was insane, I used it on, like, the majority of my teams. It's just an absurdly good Pokemon, but we are going to be, no restricted format once again, so let's talk about it. So first off, we have Lando Thundo. That's going to be one of the very big things in the format. Of course, we have, either Assault Vest or Life Orb, anything like that. We have Intimidate. And then just, good moves. Going to be very strong Lando. Lando is good for some damage reduction with that Intimidate. But you also have things like Earthquake, Rock Slide, Superpower. Probably not going to be Superpower very frequently. U-turn if you're going for the Assault Vest, and then, of course, what was the last move? What's the move we always use? Fly. Idiot, what an idiot of me. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of Lando Thundos. We did see a lot of more bulky builds here towards the later days with screens. So that's, something definitely to expect in this format. And then we also have, some other things. You can even go Choice Scarf. A lot of people are using Choice Scarf in the past, and now, with Dynamax, it started to kind of go away because of Life Orb and Assault Vest builds for this being a really good Dynamaxer. And especially now that we lose our restricteds, your Dynamax is a little bit more open. So we're definitely going to be able to, Dynamax Pokemon like Lando Therian, and then your Thundurus, they're going to be taking the Dynamax spot more frequently than, well, now that we don't have restricteds, you can't really go maxing your Kyogre, you can't go max your Groudon. So now we are, we do have to max our Pokemon like this now, which is very good. Thundurus as well is going to be really good. A lot of Lando Thundo teams will have that. There'll be a very strong, physical Pokemon on the team that doesn't want to get intimidated. So they have Thundurus, and then Lando is also there. Incineroar, Rillaboom, none of them want to get intimidated. So that's kind of what Thundurus does, with the Defiant being very, very strong. Prankster Thunder Wave is kind of gone now. We still may see it sometimes. We were seeing that a little bit in Series 7, which this is going to essentially mimic that format. But yeah, a lot less, or expect a lot more Thundurus than in Series 7, because I think Series 9 really brought Thundurus to light, especially with the Lando Thundo combo. That's a good term for it. Lando Thundo combo. And yeah, it definitely brought it more to light. So I'm expecting a lot of Thundurus in Series 9. You know, of course, either the Life Orb or the Assault Vest, most likely. Maybe even Lumberry, going for a Lumberry kind of thing. A lot of different options. Most likely Defiant. You know, you have your Wild Charge, Fly, Lash Out builds with Superpower as well to give yourself more boost there as well in the physical department. These usually are going to be attack and speed, maybe like, you know, a little bit of bulk here and there with screens kind of stuff, you know, something like that. Could just come up out of nowhere, but you'll usually see, you know, 252 plus attack or 252 plus speed, just being as fast as possible. This is a very fast Pokemon, very heavily reliant on its speed to be good. So next we have Rillaboom. Rillaboom, I mean, nothing too crazy, you know. It's grassy surge, grassy glide, you know, normal stuff there. I guess let's talk about the overview. So at first I'm going to be talking about more so just like aggressive, like strong Pokemon, offensive Pokemon, these couple of categories here, and then some this is not right. Yeah. Series 9 strats. So we have a lot of Pokemon that are just going to be offensive, and then we have our supportive Pokemon, Trick Room stuff, and then we'll talk about individual combos, you know, Regigigas Weezing, Venucool, Colossal. None of this stuff is going to be brand new to most players, but I still did want to go ahead and talk about it today because, you know, it's only 2 weeks away. Anyway, back into it. Rillaboom, you know, Rillaboom Incineroar is going to be on a lot of teams, especially with Lando Thundo. You know, Lando Thundo, Rillaboom, Incineroar with a good combo, maybe like Venucool, Regigigas, or even Colossal teams. All will probably have some form of that in the back, which is pretty good. Pseudo supportive with the, you know, the Grassy Glide, the Fake Out, but also very damaging with Grassy Glide. You have high horsepower, superpower, all these really good options. Woodhammer just to do a lot of damage. So yeah, a lot of different options, but Rillaboom is definitely going to be pretty heavily in the meta, especially pushing away these Pokemon. Things like Tapu Fini are going to, you know, not be as played as they always are, due to, you know, Rillaboom being just such an oppressive Pokemon in the format, really getting rid of these water Pokemon. Speaking of things that get rid of water Pokemon, Regieleki. Regieleki is going to be an incredibly powerful Pokemon in the format once again. You know, you have your really powerful Magnet builds. Yeah, Magmarizer. Magnet builds with Transistor, doing a lot of damage, but you also have Electro Web, which is going to be very good for speed control. You also have Screens ability, which is good. You know, Screens here could be very solid. You have Eerie Impulse as well. So this Pokemon really can take a supportive role or an offensive role with going for, like, you know, max special attack and speed build with Magnet or Life Orb, or Expert Belt. I've seen, you know, you even have Choice Specs build. So, you know, Regieleki is a pretty standard stuff there. It is good. We do have a lot of really good electric Pokemon in the format. We'll see a lot of Thundurus. We'll see Regieleki. We'll even see a lot of Zapdos. Zapdos saw a lot of play at the end of Series 7, but kind of fell off a little bit into Series 8 because, you know, you really... restricted teams really heavily want the restricted Pokemon to Dynamax. So, you know, Zapdos is a Pokemon that really wants to Dynamax. It wants to just use Life Orb. Zapdos, very strong, you know, moves here. Just going for that Air Slash or Hurricane, actually. Hurricane, Thunder. Just going for, you even have Heat Wave, so you have really good, you know, coverage there. A lot of really strong stuff out of Zapdos. We were seeing in the later days, and I'm pretty excited to use some Zapdos myself. So this will kind of be what we're going for here, just like all into attack and speed, Life Orb stuff for Zapdos. So that'll be really cool. Urshifu G-Max is another Pokemon, not really the G-Max, more so heavily on the Urshifu. We do see the Fighting Dark. It's going to be really strong, especially with these really powerful Pokemon like Dusclops coming back into the meta. Not really powerful Pokemon, but Dusclops being, you know, such a really powerful Trick Room Pokemon, a really good asset to, you know, your Glastrier weakness policy teams being able to set up Trick Room and then breaking the weakness policy with Brick Break. So that's a really good thing, you know, that we are going to expect as Dusclops Glastrier teams that Urshifu does a lot of work on. It also has close combat, being able to take out that P2, which is going to be really powerful in the format as well. A lot of Trick Room stuff is going to come back. You know, we're moving out of our top-heavy speed format back into our, like, mid-range speed format of a lot of 150s to 180, you know, taking away a good couple of those 200-plus format Pokemon. So that's very good. Urshifu is a very strong Pokemon, but we did lose a couple of, or like not really lose Pokemon, but you know, we did get rid of the Calyrex Shadow Rider, the other Psychic Pokemon. There's more Psychic Pokemon in the meta. Mewtwo is gone. You know, all these restricted Pokemon that Urshifu will lose a little bit of its oomph, but not really. I mean, it's still like an incredibly powerful Pokemon you use, like Choice Band or you know, the Focus Sash, anything like that really gets there for Urshifu. Unseen Fist is just absurdly broken. Just hitting right through Protect is like a huge deal. So we're definitely going to see more Urshifu still. Next, into the other Pokemon that are going to be pretty, you know, the more offensive Pokemon. We have Moltres Galar, a Pokemon that is really going to see a lot of play. You know, we saw a lot of, like, Glastrier, Moltres teams coming out of the meta. In recent days of Series 7, you know, the Calyrex, or the Glastrier with Life Orb, and then the Weakness Policy Moltres Galar is really good. You see Comfey, Moltres Galar teams, that's really good as well. Yeah, nothing too explosive out of Moltres Galar that's going to be, you know, not known. This is something that, like, a lot of players were playing a lot of in Series 7, and like I said, you know, Series 9 is going to mirror Series 7, so that's going to be really good for this Pokemon because it's just so powerful. You have Nasty Plot, you have the really strong Fiery Wrath, you have Max Airstream. Once again, you know, this kind of touches back on Pokemon really wanting the Dynamax, or really enjoying their Dynamax, but not being able to use it as strongly as these restricted Pokemon. And since we're taking restricted out of the meta, our Pokemon like Moltres Galar, Metagross, Dragapult really see more play because now, you know, they don't feel bad taking up the Dynamax for the game, and they just really go with it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's Moltres Galar. Metagross is another Pokemon to expect, you know, Metatorn. A lot of players were expecting it a lot in Series 7, and then it was kind of like the entirety of Series 7 at the beginning, but then kind of fell off. You know, you have things like Moltres Galar that are really strong against Metagross. You have things, a lot of stuff, you know, Fire is around, you know, we have Rotom Heat, we have Entei, even Cinderace, a lot of really powerful fire type Pokemon that can really take, you know, precedence over the Metagross. But Metagross is really strong. You know, Metatorn, I definitely expect to see a lot of Metatorn at the beginning because it's something that is pretty straightforward and a lot of people really enjoyed, you know, being able to use that. Tornadus is just such a good Pokemon, being able to set up Taunt, stopping Trick Room is really powerful. You have your, you know, Prankster Tailwind, which it's really known for. So that's really good. Whimsicott could even go back into the meta a little bit more as well, so that's another option for that. Metagross is definitely a very strong Pokemon. Clear Body is also like a ridiculously good ability, you know, not being able to get intimidated is huge. Any stat drop, it's really huge. Next we have Dragapult. Dragapult, you know, is going to be doing normal stuff, Life Orb, Dynamax, you know, you have your really strong Dragon and Ghost moves like Wormwind and lowering defenses. Very strong. Dragapult is... well, it's not going to be really doing anything differently, except for when it's, you know, paired next to a Colossal, just hitting Surfs and stuff like that. So yeah, Dragapult is definitely going to see a little bit of a surge in play. You know, very fast Max Airstreamer. It's an incredibly good Pokemon. Next, we have Rotom Heat. Rotom Heat is a Pokemon that has been kind of showing up in recent days, in Series 8 even, you know, getting a good couple of placements here along the way, you know, in Players' Cup, in the Victory Road series and stuff like that. So, pretty excited to see Rotom Heat really, you know, take center stage for strong fire Pokemon. You know, Nasty Plot is an incredibly good thing. You know, we have Levitate on an electric fire Pokemon is an amazing thing. It's like fairly bulky, you know, with defense and special defense. Behind screens, this thing can get pretty solid. You know, you put in a good bit of speed, a good bit of special attack, and some bulk, and put it behind a screen, and it's lasting for a while. You have Nasty Plot, it's pretty good. Yeah, Rotom Heat's good. Next, we have Nihilego. Nihilego is probably going to be seeing some play with the Meteor Beam Power Herb combo that we really saw a lot of at the end. You know, this and Celesteela are both going to be seeing that. Oops, I put in the wrong one. Power Herb, Meteor Beam, it's really good. You set off a Meteor Beam turn 1, you get a +1 into the special attack, and then if you take a knockout, you get a +1 into your special attack with Beast Boost as well, making sure, you know, your special attack is the fastest stat, or the highest stat, and after your Beast Boost in Meteor Beam. This thing is just incredibly powerful. If it can live one turn, you know, sit this next to like an Amoonguss with Rage Powder, hit a really strong Meteor Beam, take a knockout, and then next turn Dynamax, and this thing is just incredibly powerful. Put it behind some screens so its defense is not unbelievably terrible, and it's good. You could also see, you know, some Grassy Seed defense builds that went kind of, you know, big during the early days of Series 7 as well. You know, sitting Nihilego next to Rillaboom and just like doing that as similar to how Tapu Bulu Nihilego was, you know, back in 2017. So pretty cool stuff. Nihilego is a good Pokemon. I'm a big fan of Nihilego. Next we have Tyranitar. Tyranitar is, once again, not really going to be anything that people don't expect. You know, a lot of the time when you see a Tyranitar, it's just going to be doing, you know, Dynamax weakness policy things, but it can be intimidated down, so you're going to see it next to, like, Lando Thundo a lot of the time. Maybe even just Thundurus, you know, like Tyranitar, Excadrill, Thundurus could be a really strong core. Something you see a lot of the time. Tyranitar is pretty good. We did see a lot of mixed attacking variants with it, you know, after a little while in Series 7 and Series 8, but yeah, we'll probably just see a lot of like normal standard stuff, you know, weakness policy, good moves here, you know, superpower, as well as, you know, it's dual stab, rock dark, protect, and then just boom, HP and stuff, and it's good. So yeah, that's Tyranitar. Next we have a couple more offensive Pokemon, like Cinderace is going to be, you know, see a little bit of a resurgence. You know, we really saw it fall out in Series 8. We did see it really take a dip in playability in Series 7 as well, since this is going to be mirrored of that format. But, you know, definitely Cinderace could be pretty solid in the format. You know, it's very strong. It has a really good, you know, it's very versatile with Libero being able to, like, just let it do anything. It's very good. You have Sucker Punch, you have Bounce, you have all of these really strong moves, you know, high jump kick as well, and then of course you have your Pyro Ball, stuff like that. You're probably just going to be seeing, you know, the standard stuff for the Cinderace, but it is very good and definitely expect it in the format. Next we have Dracovish. Dracovish is a really powerful Pokemon in the format as well. You know, nothing is going to be different. You're just going to have that Dracovish next to Tornadus or Dracovish next to the Whimsicott for that priority Tailwind. It's going to be really good. You set up a couple of Airstreams with a different Pokemon, bring in the Dracovish, you know, on like a resisted hit, and then just start swinging in with Vicious Rend. It's pretty good. We do now have its, you know, Sand Rush hidden ability, so seeing Tyranitar Dracovish teams could definitely happen. I'm pretty excited to see that, actually. I did enjoy that a lot. I made a team with that. It was really fun. Choice Band, Vicious Rend, Sand Rush was really fun. Or you'll see Strong Jaw, Choice Scarf, you know, Vicious Rend variants. One of the two, most likely every time, but it does do some really cool stuff with that. So Dracovish is a cool Pokemon. Celesteela is going to be another one of these Meteor Beam Power Herb Pokemon. This is a really strong strat, especially on like a fairly bulky Pokemon like itself. You know, Celesteela does have pretty good rounded bulk. 103, 101, 97, very solid. We get a +1 in the Meteor Beam. We get a +1 from Beast Boost if you take a knockout. And we have a lot of really good flying Pokemon that Meteor Beam can take a big, you know, either big stab at it or just take it out. Right off the bat, which is good. And then you have, of course, your max attacks that are just incredibly strong. After that, you have Air Slash and the Flash Cannon, so, you know, it's going to be able to set off max Steel Spike and max Airstream right off the bat, which is incredibly strong. So Celesteela is definitely a good contender for the format. Kartana is a good Pokemon as well. Unfortunately, we did lose the Tailwind, but we're going to just see Assault Vest builds once again. You know, if you see a Rain team, they're probably going to have Kartana on it. It just has really good moves, really strong attack, you know. Its attack is at 181. You'll usually see, like, very defensive builds. So, like, get this to just enough to outspeed the base 100s. What was that, 168, I think? Something like that. 168, yeah. The base 100s get to 167, so you get to 168, and then you invest the rest into special defense, and then the rest of that into HP. This is the you know, spreads we'll probably be seeing most of the time with Kartana, but yeah, it's pretty good. Next, we'll see the Togekiss come back, potentially. You know, you have really supportive Togekisses with Yawn, Follow Me, Helping Hand, potentially as well. But you also will see these Scope Lens, you know, Scope Lens, Super Luck, stuff that we saw a lot in Series, like, 5 and Series 4 and stuff. 5 and before. So we'll definitely see that for Togekiss potentially as well, but probably more of a supportive role for Togekiss. But yeah, we really, that's a Pokemon that really fell off in Series 7, right? But still, it's really good. Next, we have some supportive Pokemon. I'm not going to spend much time on Incineroar. Incineroar is, a figurehead of the format. Intimidate, Parting Shot, Fake Out. It's incredibly annoying. Very, very good Pokemon. Ban Incineroar. I'm with you, Wolfie. Ban Incineroar. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. That's him, sir. That's him, officer. That's him off. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you'll just see the normal stuff for Incineroar. Very bulky. Very good with Intimidate and Fake Out and Parting Shot and Snarl and good stuff. I like Incineroar, but I hate him. Amoonguss is another Pokemon that will come back. We've seen it a little bit in the Series 8, but in Series 7, it came in troves. It was, a top 10 Pokemon. Kind of fell off in Series 7, or in Series 8, but I mean, not like too much, but like Trick Room just was inherently a little less powerful because like the top end speed Pokemon were just so much better most of the time. So yeah, Amoonguss will come back. Amoonguss, Glastrier, Trick Room teams are going to be everywhere once again, very, very strong. Tapu Fini is going to be here all the time as well, stopping that Intimidate from your things like Glastrier, your Metagross, not Metagross, Dragapult, a lot of Pokemon. Tapu Fini is really good. You have Misty Surge, stopping... Wait, did I say stop Intimidate? Why did I say that? Stopping Burn. Your physical attackers cannot get burned under Misty Surge. That's what I meant. It's also really good against the Amoonguss. That's going to be very important in the format. You just got to watch out for your Rillabooms. Calm Mind sets are going to be probably everywhere. Calm Mind, Muddy Water, Protect, and Moonblast is going to be the standards. We'll have a Guave. We'll have Leftovers. One of these kind of things. A Guave is just like any Pinchberry. Look at that. Pinchberry. Boom, Pink Bow, that's what I'm talking about. And then, yeah, pretty defensive Tapu Finis, and it's going to be a good time. Tapu Fini has a good time. Grimmsnarl is the screen setter of choice for most people. Light Clay screens is obviously very strong. It really took a heavy role in Series 8 just now, and it's been powerful, ever since the first series of the game. It's just incredibly strong. Grimmsnarl is good. It has Taunt, it has Fake Out, it gets Spirit Break, it gets Thunder Wave. It's just an incredibly strong Pokemon, and I definitely don't see this falling off at all. It's going to be incredibly, used in the format. Next, we do have Trick Room stuff, Porygon 2 and Dusclops. Who's to say what's going to be more important or more used, more frequently used? But both, have their big things. You have Dusclops with things like Haze. You have Brick Break for the weakness policy procking. You have Nightshade, Pain Split, which is really strong. A lot of really, really powerful stuff for Dusclops. And then with P2, you have, of course, you have Download, so it can do a little bit of damage with Ice Beam, Tri-Attack, Thunderbolt, all these kind of moves. But you also have Recover, which is a really big deal as well. Obviously, they're going to be defensive and good, so... yeah, not too much more in depth there. So yeah, that's all. Most of our supportive Pokemon, the main supportive Pokemon, we will see, other stuff like Clefairy, all your, let's just look at Pikalytics and go down real quick. So Series 7, thank you, sir. So, all these good Pokemon here, all of them. Whoa, look at all these good Pokemon. Yeah, they're good. Clefairy, we'll see Whimsicott some. Tornadus, of course, will be there. Cresselia could be a good one, for, your Trick Room stuff in DDF could be pretty good as well, for setting some stuff up. In DD Hatterene could be good. Psyspam could come back. You have Raichu that's really good for your Celesteelas and stuff like that. You have Ferrothorn, which is a cool Pokemon. Gastrodon could be cool, could come back up. We did see a little bit of Gastrodon come into play in Series 8, and that was a good time. Anyway, now we'll talk about individual strategies, stuff like the Colossal. This isn't too new to most players. We have Urshifu Water with the Aqua Jet, which is good, but we will probably see a little bit more redirection in the format, so we'll also be seeing a lot of Dragapult on the team with the Colossal as well, with that Surf, that good Surf, which is going to be powerful. But we do have Regieleki in the format now, which will be able to set up screens before the Dragapult attacks, or even attack the Dragapult before the Dragapult attacks, and then like Sucker Punch with your Urshifu, with like an Electro Web taking out Dragapults could be really powerful. So a couple of good things for against your Colossal. But Colossal is a very, very incredibly powerful Pokemon in the format. You know, being able to set it up with Surf or Aqua Jet, taking off, you know, 20%, 15% of its HP, and then just doing huge damage. Volcalith is an incredibly powerful move, so yeah. I mean, Colossal, I don't expect Colossal to be bad at all in this format. Colossal's probably actually going to be like like, watch it win Players Cup 4. You know, like, it might happen. It might happen. So yeah. That's Colossal. Glastrier teams, once again, it's not going to be something, you know, new, recreating the wheel, but it will be recreating Series 7, which Glastrier is everywhere in Series 7. You know, you have lowest speed at 31, barely over a Moongus, which is cool. Dusclops gets over it as well. But yeah, we have Dusclops or P2 with the Glastrier. Glastrier is incredibly powerful, super, super bulky, you know, 130 defense, 110 special defense, 100 HP, but also 145 attack and Chilling Neigh, which is Moxie, so incredibly powerful Pokemon. Definitely expected to be in the top 5, top 10 Pokemon, probably top 5 for Series 7. Just an incredibly powerful Pokemon. Another Pokemon, or another combo that's incredibly powerful is Venusaur, with the Charizard every now and again. You know, Torkoal being able to set up Drought for your Sunny Day, and then Venusaur being able to go +2 in speed, doubling its speed. Not actually +2, just double speed, is incredibly powerful. And then you have its really, really powerful max move, G-Max move, that just does incredible damage, 1/5 of your opponent's Pokemon's damage every turn. So that's insane. You know, very, very good. And then same with Charizard, you get to pick which one is your Dynamaxer, but you also have Sleep Powder on here. So even if you don't Dynamax Venusaur, that's not bad. You know, you have things like Wide Lens, being able to make your Sleep Powder and Leaf Storm always hit, which is good, or hit very much more frequently. We have Torkoals that are going to be, you know, probably Burning Jealousy, Heat Wave, Yawn Body Press builds, but we can also see offensive ones with a Trick Room, you know, kind of thing. We'll see a lot of Sun Room, you know, Porygon 2 on this team. This guy. That's what I clicked on. P2, you know, Sun Room teams like this, and then like Incineroar, or like Lando Thundo on the team as well. So a whole lot of really powerful stuff there. Next is one of our last ones that we're going to be talking about. Regigigas Wheezing is a really cool thing. You know, we have Regigigas that gets very, very weak with slow start, but Wheezing taking away that with neutralizing gas. This was incredibly powerful a couple of times. You know, it gets placements every now and again. It kind of fell off in Series 8, you know, because you want to just max your restricted. But now that we're out of Series 8, going back into the Series 7 format, which they call Series 9 because it's so different, but Regigigas just Dynamax and slap people around is pretty good. I have a good time playing this guy generally, so it's pretty cool. And then next, I wanted to talk about weather stuff. Obviously, Venusaur is going to be pretty powerful in the meta. You know, nothing's going to change there. But we do have Politoed Kingdra being a really strong thing as well, coming back. Maybe even Ludicolo, so a couple of different options there. Losing Kyogre sucks. It hurts pretty bad, but you know, Politoed is still here. It's pretty good. You know, pick up your Politoads now. They're coming back. You can play that over Kyogre here soon, which is going to be fun. And then Tyranitar and Excadrill, like I said, is pretty good. You know, slap a Thundurus on that team because intimidating this combo sucks a lot. But yeah, this combo kind of fell off a little bit, but it's still really good. You know, you have AV, Excadrill, Life Orb, Weakness Policy, Focus Sash. It really can do any of that stuff, which is very, very good. Mix attacking Tyranitar kind of took its spot into Grace for a little while, which was kind of cool. You know, if you don't want to run into Intimidate and stuff, then that's a plan too. Anyway, that's about all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Once again, thanks to the sponsor of the video, Into the AM. You know, go check them out and get yourself some drip. Get drippy on because of that. So that's cool. Thanks to them. Use my link though. Make sure to use my link if you do buy anything from there. Because yeah, they'd be like, oh, nice, you know. I don't know. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good week. Good luck at the Players Cup if you qualified. Answer my question of the day. Do you want restricted format back? Do you like non-restricted format? Any of that. All right, bye.